Tires and rubble at all entrances into the area. Police officers have arrived to ensure the safety of residents and IEC officials. Residents say they lack basic services such as water and lights and feel voting will not make a difference in their lives. And now we cross to Crisalda Lewis, who is still in Ennerdale but now at another registration station. Good afternoon, Crisalda.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Pearl.
Crisalda, what is the situation at the moment?
Well, Pearl, it certainly seems that the voter registration disruptions are spreading in the Ennerdale area where I'm standing at the moment, and the voting station or registration centre that you're seeing there is one that has been disrupted by the community here at Hopefield. Now, Hopefield is just a few kilometres away from the Kapok informal settlement where we were broadcasting a bit earlier on, but the concerns are the same. The residents here at Hopefield are saying that they lack basic services and have called on the councillors of this area to step down, say they've been waiting for service delivery for years. They've participated in many elections, but no progress has been made. As you can see behind me as well, there's quite a strong police presence here as the residents who've been protesting since very early this morning are sort of sitting on the side, on the grass as well. And some of the visuals that you're seeing here at the bottom as well are remnants of burnt tires that residents were really using to demonstrate their anger over the status quo. What they're saying is that they're threatening as well tomorrow, Sunday, on the last day of the voter registration, they will continue with this protest action. They're saying that they need houses that they were promised several years ago have not materialized. So the situation really remains tense here at the moment. And certainly IEC officials remain here both at the Kapok informal settlement as well as at the Hopefield registration centre where I am at the moment. They're basically sitting and folding their arms. There's absolutely no registration that is taking place here at the moment, and we basically expect the same tomorrow on the last day of voter registration. Something certainly that the IEC has expressed concern about. We spoke to the Gauteng provincial electoral officer, Masego Shiburi, who was in this area a bit earlier on, and he did indicate that they were going to continue setting up their tents. They're going to pin their hopes, I guess, on the police to ensure that no harm is done to their officials. But the situation certainly remains tense, both at the Kapok informal settlement as well as Hopefield at the registration centre that you're seeing here behind me.
Now, Crisalda, what have the residents said they hope to achieve through the protest? We know they're looking for service delivery. Those are their concerns. But those are issues that will take a bit of a while to address. So what do they hope to get through to the government via this protest?
Well, those are the several questions that we've been posing to them, Pearl, asking if they're saying they're not satisfied with the current councillors. Would they not want to demonstrate their dissatisfaction through the ballot box come the 3rd of August? What they're saying is they're not willing to participate in this process. They say they're exhausted by the fact that they've participated in so many of these elections, municipal or / local government elections, as well as general elections. And they're saying there's absolutely no change that has come to their area. So they say it's basically a waste of time to wake up early in the morning and go and perhaps queue at these registration centres to check if they're eligible to vote in the election later on this year. But certainly they're saying it's a complete waste of time. They feel this is their way of demonstrating their unhappiness, whether they do not participate in the election, whether they participate in the election. They say it makes absolutely no sense to them. There's absolutely no change. So to them it's a complete waste of time. They say they'll continue to sit here. They're urging even some of those perhaps who might want to go and check their status at the registration centre behind me, saying they're not allowed to go anywhere near that registration centre. So everybody's just sitting and saying, well, it's a complete waste of time whether we go and register or whether we don't register. So they're sitting on the wayside saying they will not participate in any of these processes.
That is our senior reporter, Crisalda Lewis, coming to us live from Kapok in the south of Johannesburg in Ennerdale, where protesters have really just interrupted the voter registration process.